We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey. Here we go. Wide eight. Gun. Take four.
Second down, Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Four down. Check. Here we go. Wide eight. Switch is 8. 49. Here we go, 46. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go, 47. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Milano not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
What you got, Heavy? Here we go. Wide 80. Here we go. Gun. 49. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Four down, check.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Blue 90.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play here for the Bills. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Allen off the play fake. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working.
And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills have taken the early lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
There we go. 180. 26.
They'll give to Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs
All right, here we
into
go.
space,
Green,
right? And they were able to do
39.
that there.
Green,
Nice pickup on
39.
first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
Yeah.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Set. B19.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
On second down, Prescott again. And that'll be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
The Cowboys on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Start there. Here we go. 1-8.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there on third down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
Here we go. 1-8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up first and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
47.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Move.
Kid 21.
1-8.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A second down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
49, guys. Mike.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Bills. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun!
From the gun, it's Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Malik Collins able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Flushed out right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Bills have recovered. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This give is to McCoy. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Leopard! Leopard!
They get it to him running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
There we go. 180. 4 down. Gun. 26.
Prescott on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, here we go. 180. Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46. 46.
First down, Prescott. Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
We got 4. Here we go. 46. 46.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On play action, Allen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, this is Ivory. And an alley to run. Finding room inside the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. This quarterback now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Detroit!
On second down, it's McCoy. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Yeah, baby! Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they've got another first and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bills' passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now McCoy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Here we go.
Here's McCoy. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Here we go with Ivory. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Prescott to throw it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Watch left, watch left.
Here we go. Wide 80. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Gun. Hey, here we go. Wide 80.
49. 49 to Mike.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. 47. 47. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
Check.
26. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Watch Mike.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Murphy now to return. Whoosh. Well, great blocking. Nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly.
And he coughed it up. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Fire!
On play action, Allen. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Prescott now on second down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. Back now in Arlington. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Gun. Gun, gun, gun. Mike's 49. What do you think?
Prescott from the gun. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Airing it out for her. It's caught inside the 25. And he lost the football, and the Bills have recovered. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Now Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
49. Gun.
Mike, 49.
Here we go, 46. What do you think?
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their 38.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Move. Switch, and A. 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Here we go, 46.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, we're going right there.
On first and 10, Prescott under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jerry Hughes in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Gun.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Key the tight end.
26.
Check.
26.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. No sign of a slowdown from McCoy in his age 30 season. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So Allen's going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Double tight.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. Wide 8. 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. The rookie Allen sharp on this drive as he leads his guys up 1st and 10. Now Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
What do you think? Gun. Here we go, 47. What do you think?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 42 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So that will push them back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Switch is 8.
3 down.
What do you think?
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
What do you think?
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run.